Welcome back to another episode of my Tulane Green Wave Dynasty here on College Football 25, Year 5, Week 10. Number one team in the country, 8-0, taking yet another road trip here over to take on Utah. It's been a really fun, dominant year for Tulane to this point. Obviously, 8-0 really only struggled truly with Jacksonville State. Well, now we've had teams that we haven't just absolutely hammered, maybe struggled a little bit offensively with turnovers or whatever. But, I mean, really and truly, there's been no game that's overly been in question outside of this weird Jax State game for whatever reason. That one was definitely a little awkward. It's a game that we drastically outplayed them, but they were able to keep it close. We are coming off of a nice, impressive victory at home, the only one in a 5-game stretch that we've had at home over UCF. Utah is at 3-5. They were not very good last year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they ended up with a winning record, but it's a fairly talented team. They just do not win games. They beat the Pandas, then lost 4 straight games. None of them, up until this TCU game, none of them were within double digits. Did get a victory over Arizona on the road. Followed that up by getting blasted by Missouri. And then did win by 2 touchdowns this past week against West Virginia, who is not very good as well. Let's take a look at this Utah team. And kind of see what they've got going on. So, Katula here at quarterback, redshirt sophomore, really good athlete. Arm strength is solid. Accuracies are okay. They're not in a bad spot. Katula is a former 4-star impact development quarterback. 20 touchdowns against 4 interceptions. He threw 4 of them against Missouri. Really has only the FCS game is the only one where he has not thrown at least 1 interception, but he's a solid athlete, definitely something to watch out for. Lester Angle is one of their better players. I guess you would say Angel. Sorry. I don't know why I said Angle. Apologies on that. Kind of slipped there whenever I was reading it initially. So solid running backs for sure. Got a really high end top one. Definitely got some speed here at wide receiver, so that is definitely worth keeping in mind there. Okay, so good wide receiver room. Tight ends are solid. Got some good athletes there. Merchant is more of a blocker, not a great athlete, but the guys behind him are very good. Oh, I forgot Utah is a team with a trash offensive line. Solid along like the right side, but like even one of these guys sliding over to left tackle, Robert Lucien or Ishmael, is going to have a field day. Should anyway. That matchup, they're okay on the interior, but the tackles are definitely a problem. Pine Silver here is out with a broken tailbone, so he is out for the rest of the year. He won't play again. So really good defensive line still, no depth at defensive tackle. They have 1 player. Linebackers are good athletes, pretty solid all the way across. They do have some speed at cornerback, at least for their top 2 guys. But it falls off pretty dramatically after that. They are not good in the safety position. So we are heading into this game with Trey Bueno having caught 59 touchdowns in his career. The NCAA career receiving touchdown mark is 60, set by Jared Dillard from Rice. This was in like the early 2010s, late 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. You see, we do have Quincy Wiggins still holding down that top spot there. But that is definitely, I mean, really and truly, Bueno could break a ton of records this year. Not the receptions ones, I don't think, but 4,800 yards, 59 touchdowns. He's going to be all over in just 3 years. Receiving yards, he's about 500 away from that. Corey Davis, first round bust, was solid-ish okay in the NFL, but was a monster at Western Michigan. So he is, if he stays healthy, we make any kind of run, it looks like, into the postseason. I would imagine Bueno is going to leave this year with the touchdown catch mark almost an assurity and the career receiving mark. And then he'll go off to the NFL after 3 years. That is how good Trey Bueno has been and how dominant that sophomore campaign was. But it is another game on the road for Tulane. We're just going to rock their base unis on both sides. You see we got the very distinct talent advantage. Utah has definitely just struggled. It looks like recruiting certain spots that create massive holes for them. So I don't know. But we'll go ahead and get this game started. Number 1 team in the country, the last undefeated team. Left in college football this year, our first year in the Big 12. We're not really having any more problems. Actually, probably having less problems than we did last year, still being in the American Conference, which is very weird. But taking a trip over to Utah to take on the Utes, always interesting. Of course, a team in real life is very, very tough to beat at home. See how that carries over here today. Year 5 seasons in. Crazy. Yonke is going to boot the opening kickoff here. Allen taking for a knee. Let's get this thing going. Ronell Alexander, one of their speedy wide receivers. He's been pretty solid this year. Let's get things going. 3 wide receiver set, tight end there in the slot. And it's going to be a handoff to Angel. It's a nice run there, up for a gain of 9. Two tight ends now. It'll be a run to the right side. Jordan and Kilgore over there. Jordan makes the solo tackle though. 3rd and 1. How aggressive does Tulane want to get here? It'll be a pass. Wide open player, but Jordan. I guess it was just a wide open dump off, so not really open. As Maxwell Jordan makes an outstanding play. Able to grab him in the backfield. Utah goes 3 and out. I think you've got to be willing to kind of push the pace a little bit against Tulane. Lining up in 2 tight ends, may help you run the football a little bit, but they're not going to do it overly consistently. Look at Trey Bueno, just another outstanding season for him. Maybe not quite as upper tier elite as what he got last year, but still been really good. And it's a 3 wide receiver set here. Celeste Chen's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Browning. Able to get past the end there. Enough to get a gain of 7. They go empty. Chen takes the snap. We're dumping this off underneath Muhammad. Gets the catch, gets the first down. Muhammad seems to get utilized a lot really early in games. And then as it progresses, he gets used less and less. Chen takes it, fakes it. Gets this over to Campanero, who's going to get the first down. Looks like Celeste Chen actually got hit. Oh, they're going to call that a hold on Morincola. I don't even know how you have time to hold him after this. I'm going to back him up 10. 3 wide receivers. Chen takes it. This is going to be a handoff to Browning. Really good blocking, and Browning gets 16 on that run. Causing problems already. They go back to this empty set. Chen takes the snap. Underneath, Muhammad again with, coming off maybe the best game of his career in this last one. Is off to a pretty solid start today. Chen takes it on first down, hands it off to Browning. Gain it 2. I think the thing that's most impressive with Browning's development is I feel like he has gotten so much quicker in and out of cuts. Go empty again. Celeste Chen takes the snap. Tries to get that off and gets hit. Now going to be a 3rd and 8. Celeste Chen trying to direct traffic over here with Bueno. Chen just going to take it. Get this over to Browning, but he gets knocked away. Tulane forced to punt. Crowd noise affecting things there on offense. Credit to Utah's fans. And get a chance to return this. Takes a big hit there from Free. That's where Utah's going to take over now, right at the 20. 3 wide receivers there to get things going. It's going to be a run, a read option. Wrapped up in the backfield for a loss of 1. Kilgo, Lucien, Jolly, all there to make plays. 2nd and 11 now. Play action. Got it. Somebody to throw to. The tight end coming across the wide receiver, Free, way down the field. Does help make the tackle. But the first down there for Utah. Now they go under center. Tight end goes in motion. Play action here. Tried to. She was going for the tackle. Ends up being a 4-yard completion there. Tulane looking okay here so far. Takes the snap. Be a handoff of Angel. Wrapped up. Great tackle there by Free. 3rd and 5 now. Eric Browning leading the country in rushing yards is insane. 3rd and 5. They go empty. Remember, Catula's a good athlete. We'll throw that one over to the right side. It's completed. Nice catch through contact there. Briscoe is all over Alexander. Really good wide receiver, though. Over one-on-one coverage. It's Win again for another first down. 1st and 10 now at the 26. Tula goes under center. They've been very play action heavy. The tight end goes in motion again. They went with this on a play action earlier in the drive. This time they do hand it off. Jordan with a really nice open field tackle. Just 3 yards a pop here for Angel early on. Win goes in motion. They fake it and fake it again. Catula now going to try to scramble out, ends up just throwing it away before he gets run down by Burnett. 3rd and 7. Tula immediately scrambling. Wide open guy. There is nobody with number 18 who takes that one into the end zone. Wow. Okay. Utah able to strike first. What has been a tough season for them to be able to go down there and get that one. Okay, 7-0 lead here for Utah. Tulane decided to send pressure there. There was his man. Just nobody was on him. Wide open there across the middle. Tulane. I have to figure something out here on offense. Carry to Browning, gain of 2. Second and 8. Jen takes the snap. We get this Campanero over the middle. Made the right choice based on what the linebacker was doing there. So Leslie Chen with a nice play. First and 10 now. Peppers comes in motion. Little jet pass up to him. Gets a nice block there. Peppers trying to set up the linebacker to spin inside, but it's a gain of 8 still. That'll be the end of the first quarter with Tulane right now. Down 7-0. See if they can get any positive momentum here to start this second quarter. Maybe get the game tied up, but Utah had a really nice second drive, putting them in a bad spot. 2nd and 2, 3 wide receivers. Jen takes it, going to hand it off Browning. Good blocking, a couple nice cuts, does get the first down. Browning now dealing with a little bit of Wear and tear. Always got to be careful with it. 1st and 10 here. Jen takes the snap. Gets that quickly out to Campanero. There's no way there's a hold on that play. Golly. Snapped it and immediately threw it. Dominic Stewart still called on the hold. 1st and 10 now. Good. Jen takes the snap. Oh, tried to get that over to Peppers. Oh, almost got picked. Not a very accurate pass there from Celeste Chin. Connell makes a nice play on it. Muhammad now comes in motion on the short side. Get the screen out there to him. Muhammad got a couple of decent blocks. It's 8 backs. We'll set up a 3rd and 12 now. Chin takes the snap. Campanero again, but he cannot bring that one in. Took a big shot. Tulane's going to have to punt it away again. The hold really comes back to bite Tulane there on that possession. That was a nice hit. Chin put a really nice pass right up the middle. Deep into Campanero, but that's a tough one to catch. So now it's the 1st and 10. Going to be a run. Nice open field tackle there from Free. Not been able to get this run game going so far. Just a gain of 1 there on that play. 2 in the backfield now with Catula. His Angel out. Going to hand it off to the other. Jordan and Free. He's having really good games here so far. Allen had nowhere to go. 3rd and 8. Underneath, going to get hit. Tulane's defense able to force a punt. They have got to get this offense going. Do set. Back to catch it. Pull up. It's tackled down right at the 35. Chin takes the snap. Oh, able to get that over to Muhammad. Thankfully, the underneath safety kind of moved out of the way. I thought they ended up being a really poor decision, but it did work. Everybody backed up enough, couldn't take the throw at the top of Pepper's. Chin takes the snap. They get the pass over to Browning. Nice cut up the middle. Did not take a hard tackle there on the screen. 1st and 10. Not been able to get the ball to Trey Bueno yet, so let's just manufacture a touch for him. Using the speed, look at the blocking. That one was close to being a play, blown up in the backfield. And instead it's a play where Trey Bueno easily gets a 1st down. There was a lot of signs that could have been a really nasty play. Got a great play out here from the end, really got upfield. Bueno's able to get to the inside. Then you got 99 here is kind of all over him. Bueno able to utilize Browning there on the block. Really created a splash play out of a tough situation there. 1st and 10. Chin takes the snap. We'll try to float this to Peppers. He does catch it. Tries to tightrope the sideline. Does get the 1st down. All of a sudden, this offense seems like it's kind of in rhythm here.
On the ready.
2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Chin. It's a toss out. Browning tries to get what he can. It's a gain of 3.
Okay, ready.
3 wide receivers set.
Get set.
Pepper sent in motion. Now he's going to get the jet pass. Can't get it to the inside of the cornerback. Gain of 5, though. Ends up making a little something out of it.
Ready, break.
3rd and 2. So far, Tulane's been able to run the football. Do they go with that here? Chen's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Browning. He's going to get stuffed. It's 4th and inches. Going to get aggressive with it here.
Ready, set.
4th and inches. They do line up to go for it. Finnerty in the backfield. Chen audibles, hands it off, and Finnerty is going to get into the end zone, powers his way in, and Tulane looking to tie this up as if Helmke can make his extra point. Really strong drive there finally from Tulane. And Helmke's extra point is up. It is good. It is finally a 7-7 game. Been a tight one. Tulane has not played a bunch of tight games so far this year. See how this one goes. First and 10 now. Utah's going to take over at the 25.
Come on, set. And go.
Gain of 2.
Ready up. Let's go.
It'll be a play action this time. He's trying to roll out, going to dump it off underneath. Set up a 3rd and 3. Tula takes the snap. Try to go underneath. He does. Able to get his running back out of the backfield. Angel was just wide open over there, nobody around him. Tula's doing a nice job getting through progressions. Not afraid to go to that check down at all. I think it's going to be tough to beat Tulane. Checking the ball down a ton. Fuller makes a heck of a play there. Or excuse me, that Ishmael. Two tight ends now on the field. We're going to hit the 2-minute warning. Now Utah's going to have to throw it a little bit here. First and 10. That guy just wide open, easily beats Briscoe off the line. Man-to-man coverage does not work there. That was almost an explosive touchdown. They have to stick away from that man defense. First and 10. Minute and a half roughly left here in the second and the first half, excuse me. Ooh, I thought that was a catch. Jordan does get the hit there on Washington. Knocks it out. Scrambling around. Ooh, Robert Lucien is hurt. Kind of weird that he was chasing Catula there. 3rd and 7. Can you force a field goal here? He's going to get sacked. He breaks out of the sack and somehow throws that one out of the back of the end zone. Lucien will give him a little break till he is ready. What a play here from Catula. He is hounded there by Cantu. Somehow keeps his feet. And Ishmael dives around him. Catula able to get that ball and throw it away. All right. Feels like early in the year you would run into a lot of roughing the kicker penalties, but you would also get more blocked field goals and extra points and stuff. I have not seen one in months. Doucette going to take this one for a knee. It's a 10-7 lead for Utah. Can you create a splash play here?
Okay, ready?
Certainly within this team's wheelhouse, but you got to find it. Peppers comes in motion. Chen takes the snap. That could be a deep one here to Peppers, who does catch it. He's going to get run down inside the 30 for Utah, though. Tulane strikes. Chen takes it. Bueno over the top. Can he tie it with 60? He does. The 60th career touchdown catch here for Trey Bueno, and in 2 plays, Tulane scores. Tavares Peppers down the left sideline, and Trey Bueno in one-on-one coverage. Celeste Chin drops it in a bucket. The 60th career touchdown for Trey Bueno. Just a superstar. Dumke's kick is up. It is good, and Tulane holds their first lead of the game. 30 seconds left here before halftime. One down. Take over at 14. Utah does draw back, pass it. Nice little whip right there on the inside. Is going to get a gain of 8. Not going to take the timeout though, so Utah does decide to go into halftime down 14-10. Don't want to press and make a mistake. Really hard fought first half. Thought Utah has done a nice job protecting their quarterback. He has made plays. They have not run the ball very well. Tulane has been kind of played in a box for a quarter and a half. With that last drive, they're able to score in 2 plays. Find their guys down the field. Tulane has really been able to run the football. But Chin has largely had to, take the underneath stuff until, again, those last couple of plays before halftime, which they're showing both the highlights of. Tavares Peppers and Trey Bueno can make plays if given the opportunity. Right now, the #1 team in the country, kind of on the ropes a little bit. It's a big drive to start the second half for both teams. If Utah wants a chance at upsetting Tulane, all need to find a way to get a stop here. First and 10. Hand off to Browning. Just a gain of 2. Chin takes the snap. Bueno takes the big hit, does grab it. It's going to set up a 3rd and 4. Stick with that same formation. They do like to use their tight ends on these 3rd and shorter situations. Chin takes the snap. Going to get this over to Campanero. Gets a nice run after the catch. Going to get all the way across midfield. Just some really good players. Second catch of the day. Chin takes it. Let me get this over to Campanero. It's a gain of 6. Just cool, calm, and collected. 2nd and 4. Chin might see something. Could he be seeing 61? Chin takes the snap. Tries to give Bueno a chance, but gets hit as he releases it. Thankfully, does not turn into a turnover there. 3rd and 4, kind of in no man's land here. Chin's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Browning, who's going to be able to get the first down. Tulane extends the drive. That run play, they may have gone for it anyway. Okay. Chin takes the snap. Gets that over to Muhammad, can't grab it. Second and 10. Big drive for both teams again. Chin takes it. Screen. Does get it off to Finnerty. Gets enough of a block. Look at the moves from 28. Really coming into his own here as a junior. Again, famously had a great freshman year. Was really a driving force in the latter half of that year, which was year 3. So not a great year. As Browning. Look at Browning explode for a big run. Finnerty really helped out the back half of the year for a team that was fighting to make a bowl game. Does make the bowl game. Loses there. Has a losing record. But was not very good in year 4 as a sophomore. Chin. They tried to get the screen set up as it being a loss of yards. He's played much better, has Finnerty this year. They go empty. 10 takes the snap. Gonna try to scramble out. Could have maybe tried to get that to Nicholas, but instead throws it away. It's now a 3rd and goal. Chin takes the snap. Bullet to Peppers. Gonna get brought down at the 4, his 5th catch. He's going out now to try to give Tulane a 1-touchdown lead here. Kick does not pull it enough, and Helmke misses the short field goal. I'll be honest with you, those field goals are harder to make than the 50 yards. They are. Seem like you never can get enough of an angle on it. Utah breathes a sigh of relief as Tulane's opening drive here in the second half does take off a lot of time, but it ends up with no points. 2nd and 9. It's a handoff to Angel. First really nice run of the day. Ends up being tackled down without getting the first down. He tried to bounce that outside instead of just finishing with physicality there. 2 tight ends. I'm sure they're going to try to run it here, you would imagine. It's going to be a play action. He got a shot down the field. A great catch. Junior Small. Great throw. Ends up working. Tulane didn't seem like they were fooled with it. Just a good route. Good, even better throw. They run a play action off of this multiple times. There's the play action again. He's scrambling and going to take the sack here. Angelo Ishmael gets to the quarterback. Okay. Not exactly very sportsmanlike there. 2nd and 17. Tula takes the snap. It's underneath Kilgo. Excellent overfield tackle. We'll set up a 3rd and 9. Tula takes it. Going to try to scramble around the left side, and he does slide forward after getting the first down. Not quite enough closing speed there. Tulane could be in trouble. 2 tight ends. Drop back to pass. That one. How is that not intercepted? Either one of our linebackers. 2nd and 2. Catula able to fit that one in. Tight end coming across. Play action. He tries to scramble. Is going to take another sack here. This time Cantu, who earlier he was able to break the sack out of. This time does get brought down. It's a 3rd and 4. That is a wide open guy, and he misses him. Catula had a chance to give Utah the lead. And instead, the field goal unit is out there. Catula just missed this guy, just missed his throw. The Utes do get the field goal there from Keating, I believe his name is. 14-13. Doucette going to get a chance here to return it. Doesn't get much. We'll take it up to the 15. Huge drive all around. Tulane up 1. It's a run to Browning. And a 4. We're going to head to the 4th quarter. Tulane. Been a minute since they played in a tight game. This one been very defensively sound for both teams. Really outside of that touchdown in the last minute of the first half. Both these defenses that Tulane got, both these defenses have played really, really well. 2nd and 6. Start of the 4th quarter. Chen takes it, hands it off to Finnerty. Great play there from the linebacker. It's now a big play. 3rd and 6. Trey Bueno. They're going to give it to him, see if he can make a play. Bueno able to get to the outside. Is not going to get the first down. The same guy that Bueno was able to get inside of the last time they ran that play. This time, was able to push even farther back. Bueno couldn't get up or outside of him quickly enough. So now Utah's got really good field position here. See what happens. 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Tula. Counter play. Free. Able to make the play, but it's a gain of 4 there for Angel. Stretch play. Looked like Free and Ishmael kind of made the play, slowing him down. A 3rd and 5 now. Wide receiver in motion. He's going to scramble. He outruns Lucien to the outside. Put Lucien in a spot. And Catula just able to work him with angles. Yeah, that's a nice play. Really nice play there from Catula. All right, 1st and 10. 2 tight ends. It's a play action there again. Catula's got nowhere to throw it. Finally dumps it off. Somehow gets his feet. I mean, what a play. These guys are making plays. Make no mistake about it. 2nd and 5. Tula sees the wide receiver in motion. It's a play action. He somehow escapes the sack attempt. Kilgo able to knock that ball out. 3rd and 5. Both the guys with both these defenses made some plays. Tula trying to scramble out, but he's going to get sacked. They send Free on the blitz. They get to him, may have knocked them out of field goal range. They will send the punt team out there. Huge play from Free. A loss of about 7. Probably the difference in them trying to attempt a field goal or not. Usette's going to let that one go into the end zone. Tulane's going to take over at their own 20. Need something here. 1st and 10. Chin takes the snap. He's going to try to give Bueno a chance, and Bueno grabs it. He's inside the 20, down at the 15. Bueno, too much speed, too athletic, too explosive, makes the play down the field. 65-yard pass, probably 60 of that through the air. What a play. Needed something big, and they got it. 1st and 10 now at the Utah 15. It's a handoff to Browning. Gain of 8. Just sub 70 yards on the ground. Chin going to hand it off to Browning. That linebacker made another great play there. Back to that same formation. Chin takes it. It's a toss out to Browning. He's going to squeeze up 4th and 1. Get another stop. Here we go. This is what you play those moments for. 4th and 1. 4.5. Chin calls for an audible. Letting the clock run. He takes the snap, hands it off to Finnerty, who's going to drive into the end zone, his 2nd touchdown of the day. And Tulane able to lengthen this lead. Helmke's extra point is up. It is good. Tulane now up 8 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to play. The big pass to Bueno. The drive looked like it was about to stall. Finnerty, though, on 4th and 1, able to get into the end zone there. Really nice open field tackle. First and 10. This drive might be it for Utah. It's a play action. Shot down the field, almost a kill shot. Tulane has missed some throws. Can he make a big play? The run. Pretty nice job there. That really looked like more than a 2-yard gain, but it's not. 3rd and 8 here. Big play. Tulane takes the snap. Underneath, that one almost picked off, able to fit it into his tight end. Merchant. There's been a first down Merchant underneath today. What a game. First and 10. Who's going to blink first? Ooh, sure he takes a big hit. Ain't a 7. It's a play action, kind of just a weird, almost like a tight end screen almost there. How they set that up. Walter Adams able to make something happen. We're at the 2-minute warning. Utah's got to get a touchdown and got to get a 2-point conversion. This is the drive of the game. Tulane underneath. Lucian is hurt again. Second and 5. So we're going to try to scramble. A great throw over the middle. Even better catch. These Utah wide receivers are very, very good. Get Mercedes. Give him another minute. Well, these guys are making plays, though. Washington now is getting a chance to be a pass rusher. Tulane trying to scramble around. Ends up throwing it away. Bree did a nice job kind of cutting all the way across the field. Not giving Tulane somewhere to go easily anyway. 2nd and 10. Underneath. Makes a couple of guys miss. It's now a first down inside the 14, 1.5 minutes left. Almost wonder, is it time to just get aggressive, try to see if you can make something happen here defensively. 1:30 left. Underneath, that was picked off. Maxwell Jordan stays up on his feet. 30, 20, 10, 5, pick 6. Tulane, 77 yards. They sent pressure, and a crucial mistake from Catula is going to lead to a pick 6 here from Maxwell Jordan. Just undercut that throw. Great play there from Maxwell Jordan. Kick is up. The kick is good. It is now a 2-possession lead for Tulane with 77 seconds left in this one. What a return. Okay. Wow, sent pressure at the right time. Huge. Catula blinked. Before Celeste Chin did. And the big moment there just simply made the crucial mistake. Maxwell Jordan makes a great catch. Lucian's back out there. Nice throw on the outside. Bickley on the tackle. Make them take their time, though. Tulane takes the snap. Underneath. Too much time. Nice tackle by Free. It feels like he's got 25 tackles today. Try to spike it here. Tulane, you got to throw it. Now he's going to take a sack. Had a guy wide open there on the right side and had a guy open to the left, I believe. 4th and 4 for the game. They're going to throw. Underneath, gets a throw over the middle. That one, can Caleb Amerson or Bickley chase him down? He's going to score. Tulane decides to get aggressive, trying to make a quick throw, hope to get a tip pass. Said the defense doesn't really get set up. Ends up being a long, explosive touchdown there for Junior Small, who outran Bickley, who has 99 speed for what it's worth. And then Caleb Amerson on the other side, who's got pretty good speed, could never get the angle, just outran him. Bickley probably would have caught him with another 10 or 15 yards. But Utah, man, okay, big play. All comes down to this onside kick then. Kutcher grabs it. Tulane is going to get out of Utah with a victory. Arguably the toughest win of the season. But they get the job done here in Big 12 play. Trey Bueno ties the NCAA career touchdown mark. Could not break it. Got 2 touchdowns from Cordell Finnerty. Over 300 yards passing from Celeste Chen, who did not turn it over. Catula throws the pick 6 that ends up really and truly being the big difference in this game. But yeah, Junior Small had the big catch there at the end, but it was not enough. Really, really hard fought game though. I mean, pretty even all the way across. They had more passing yards, especially thanks to that large play. Tulane was not good on 3rd downs. Utah was definitely better from that standpoint. Utah, I'm sure, won time of possession pretty handily, about a little over almost 3 minutes. But Tulane was 4 for 4 on 4th down, ended up being really crucial there, able to run the ball a good bit better here as well. Chen goes 20 of 27, 304, a tud, no picks. Browning 14 for 70, Finnerty 3, just 3 carries, but got in the end zone twice on those. Bueno got in the end zone the other time. Peppers was solid. I feel like Muhammad and Campanero was solid. Didn't do a whole lot in the screen game. Just 3 catches for 20 yards between the 2 backs. All the offensive line played well, really blocked well in the passing game. Little so-so at times in the run game. 17 tackles for free, so he did have a monster day. I mean, it felt like he had 20 or 25 today. He was all over the field. Briscoe, Kilgo, Jordan, Bickley, all behind them. Tackles for loss, he had 2 from Ishmael, 2 from Lucien. He had 3 from Kumar, Jolly, and Cantu. Sacks, Lucien, sack and a half. He had a sack for Ishmael, Kumar, and Cantu, and then a half sack from Kilgo and Jolly. And then you had the Maxwell Jordan pick 6, of course. Did have the missed field goal from Helmke. Those short field goals just give me a hard time. It's like I've done it where I felt like okay, now I'm taking the extra step. I'm pushing it more over to the left. And then it just sails all the way across. But Tula 24-34, 321, 2 tuds. Did throw the pick 6 though as well. Utah could not run the football at all. Small, of course, had the big long 55-yard touchdown there at the end, but he was really good throughout the whole thing. I thought they did a nice job getting their tight ends involved. It's a really, really impressive overall group of wide receivers and tight ends though. Offensive line was a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. And their tackle leaders were Connell, Bloom, and Easton. Tackles for loss, they had 3 of those, but did not get any sacks, did not force any turnovers. I think Maxwell Jordan has earned his thumbnail player of the week status here. That's how we maybe want to do this. Something like, maybe something like that. There, maybe. We can rock with that. Big time victory. A lot of late theatrics there in that game as well. But yeah. Tulane able to get the dub. Let's fast forward. Finishing up this recruiting class. Very likely to get a couple of commits here if I had to wager a guess. Oh, no commits. Okay. We somehow fall to number 2 in the country. They don't like us. I go ahead and tell you that right now. Is Georgia, despite having a loss, they did win. They beat Florida, a top 10 team, pretty handily. They moved them back ahead of us. In the CFP, the media pretty well split from that standpoint. Okay, we're number 2 for everybody, so it is what it is. Take a look at the scores, though, around college football in Week 10. Had Liberty struggled, but did end up pulling off a victory over Jack State. Colorado over Arizona, Alabama over Tennessee on the road, Oklahoma State over TCU, Rice over East Carolina, Temple over USF, Kennesaw State in the top 25 over Middle Tennessee State, Baylor over Cincinnati, Georgia hammers a top 10 Florida team, Kansas over Kansas State, Houston over Arizona State, Washington over Wisconsin in an upset there. That's a good Washington team, though. 7-3, 5-2 in the conference, not in the top 25. A little wild there. Oregon over Illinois. Indiana throttles Penn State on the road. Texas A&M over Arkansas. UCLA over Ohio State. Miami over Georgia Tech. Clemson over Florida State. We'll take a look at the stats. Celeste Chin over almost 2,800 yards, 23 touchdowns against 9 interceptions. So, obviously, this passing game is not quite as explosive, not really as much a focal point around the end zone as it was for us last year. Like, he's had a couple of single-digit, or a couple of single touchdown games, a couple of games with 2 passing touchdowns. So, just not a whole bunch of those 5, 6 touchdown performances. Browning, 11 rushing touchdowns so far this year. Oops, sorry. So you got 11 touchdowns for Browning. Last year when he was the best running back in college football, he had 10. So he's already been much more involved this year than he was last year. And then you add in the fact that Finnerty's gotten 3 touchdowns when I don't think he had a single one as a sophomore, unless I am he ended up scoring 4 times last year. He didn't have any his freshman year. That's what it was. Okay. Bueno, still been great, obviously, a step down from what he was last year by a pretty significant margin, but got players we're better utilizing around him so far. But he is still a machine, still a monster, a lot of good pass catchers. Free is now the team's leading tackler with Kilgo, Jordan, Briscoe, and Bickley Round and Lucian being tied there for 5th. Want to see somebody in particular, you can pause it. Tackles for loss, Lucian and Ishmael, the only 2 in double digits. Fuller and K2 are probably going to get there some point this year. Lucian now with 11 sacks, 5 for Fuller, 4.5 for Ishmael. Several guys getting involved there. Briscoe, Jolly, Bickley, all with 3 interceptions. Jordan now with his 2nd. Amerson's gotten 2, and Ficken has gotten 1. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for this one. If you enjoy the content, like, subscribe. Check out my Atlanta Hawks franchise on NBA 2K25 and my MLB The Show franchise with the Seattle Mariners. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time.